I've lost count of how many times I've been back to New York City. Since that first trip in 2011, since that first summer, since that first Pride, I just keep going back, and I think I finally understand why. There's a moment that happens every single time I arrive, and I mean every single time, without fail. The city wraps itself around me, and something in my body lets go. I feel light, I feel welcomed, and I feel protected in a way I've never felt anywhere else. Like the city itself is saying, you're allowed to be here, all of you, without explanation, without apology, without conditions, and I can finally breathe. That might sound dramatic to some people, but when you grow up in spaces that taught you that you weren't wanted, when your nervous system spent years bracing and hiding and making itself small enough to survive, finding a place that makes you feel that way isn't dramatic. It's everything. I've gotten lost in New York City more times than I can count, wandered streets I didn't know, ended up in neighborhoods I never planned to visit, walked until I had no idea where I was, and every single time I found something. Not directions, myself. A different version of Thomas that the city kept revealing. The one who didn't have to shrink. The one who didn't have to explain. The one who could walk through a crowd of strangers and feel more seen than he ever did in rooms full of people who claimed to love him. New York City taught me something profound about healing. That sometimes the most important thing a place can give you isn't a landmark or an experience or a memory. It's a feeling, a constant, reliable, unconditional feeling that you are welcome here, that you belong here, that you are safe here. I grew up not feeling wanted. I grew up in spaces where love came with conditions, where who I was needed to be smaller, quieter, different, and then I found a city that never once asked me to be anything other than exactly who I was. A city that embraced me every single time I came back, no matter how much time had passed, no matter what I was carrying, no matter what version of myself showed up at the door. New York City always said the same thing. Welcome back. We've been waiting for you. That's why I believe travel is healing, because sometimes a place gives you what people can't. Sometimes a city becomes the embrace you always needed. Sometimes getting lost in the right place is exactly how you find your way back to yourself. New York City has been that place for me over and over and over again, and I will keep going back for as long as it keeps holding me the way it always has.